Hey guys, much love to you all. I have got 40 minutes max because I'm going to go watch a football game, soccer game. The kid that I coach is playing in an all-star game at 5 o'clock. It's now 3:55. It's about 10 minutes away from my house. So I'm going to break down Djokovic. Made it to the US Open final. I expected him to. But I'm going to show you why he played, who he played today, why he played Shelton. A lot of people ask me, how did Shelton get to the semi-final of the US Open? Can you code it for me? It doesn't make any sense. I was like, okay, I'll figure it out. There's a reason why he's playing Djokovic. Let me look into it. Figured it out. Got it perfect. Of course, Djokovic was going to beat him, although a few people sent me codes saying he was going to lose. Again, for me, it's not always the odds. For example, today, I coded a draw between Turkey and the team they were playing against. I think it was, let me check who it was. I can't even remember. And where are we at? Somebody's saying they get chills from my decodes here, just reading a message. It's always a nice feeling. Yeah, Armenia. So I had Turkey and Armenia to draw. That was plus 450. So that was huge value. Then I had Djokovic to win. I expected him to win 3-0, and he did. Not really any value in that. And I said Bruno was going to score, and he scored the winning goal. So I don't code looking for value. That's not how I code. I code when I'm curious about something or when I see something that catches my attention. So I'll break down the Djokovic game and how it was all about the number 47 and 11. Kane likely will score. We'll see. It might be too blatant, but he has a lot of numbers. Number 9 on 9-9. So this was the Djokovic code. I believe Joker wins and makes the US Open final as coded, despite the media hyping up Shelton. The media, I was reading all the headlines about this, so I wanted to know who this Shelton was. And they were all hyping up Shelton, that he could pull off a shock. All right, that his serve is out of this world, and that he could beat Djokovic. And I was like, no, I'm not having that. Let me look into this. And basically, Shelton made it to the semi-final because he's 47th ranked. That was it. It's because he's ranked 47th. And I'll tell you why. Djokovic can stay on 211 career losses. Super Bowl 58 is on 211. And the NFL season began last night. If you haven't watched my video about the NFL and the Chiefs game, please watch it. Okay? And my shorts. For example, it was the first game of the 104th NFL season. There was 4 touchdowns. And when you combine the jersey numbers, I think it was 14, 18, 4, and 5. It gets you 104. What are the chances of that? Guys, really think about it. What are the chances of that? So I'll go back to the US Open. Vatican City was founded on 211. Basilica was struck twice by lightning on 211. Now, 211 is the 47th prime number. And Shelton was ranked 47th. And this was Joker's 47th semi-final. So that's why Shelton made it to the semi-final to play Djokovic. So Djokovic could stay on 211 career losses, the 47th prime. Now, I'll tell you what's absolutely remarkable. But in the third set, and actually Djokovic became minus 118 to win the third set. But he won it, because he always finds a way to win it. And then we've got the tiebreaker, guys, and I couldn't believe it. It's on my website. The tiebreaker finished 4-7. It finished 4-7. My whole code revolved around 211, 47th prime. And that tiebreaker's 4-7. Go on my website. Maybe I'll put it on Twitter. Now check out the 11s that I found before the game and watch what happened. Again, this isn't for me just coding winners. It's calling the exact script of the game. And not scripted by man, just the numerical code of the games in every sport. Listen to these 11s and I'll tell you what happened. Before I get into the 11s, I'll tell you this. Joker will be meeting Shelton, who was born on 10-9, 109 days after his birthday. 109 is the 29th prime. 29 is the 10th prime. Joker can get to his 10th US Open. And he did, US Open final. Super Bowl 58 will be in 2024, and Shelton can drop to 2024 in his career with a loss. What I'm going to tell you all you coders out there, this US Open final will connect to Super Bowl 58. Mark my words. Mark my words. There's exactly 20 weeks between Djokovic's and Shelton's birthdays, and Shelton can stay on 20 career wins. Djokovic can get his 31st straight win against an American player. 31's the 11th prime. The match is a span of exactly 11 months after Shelton's birthday. 11 is the 5th prime, and Joker can stay on 5 season losses. So let's look at those 11s. All those 11s. And if we look at what happened in the game, you had the 3 sets. It was 6-3, 6-2, 7-6. So in total, Shelton won 11 games. 11 games. 3 + 2 + 6 is 11. Then the third set went to a tiebreaker. I said it was about 47. 4 + 7 is 11. So I'll be coding this US Open final. Before it began, I said it would be Djokovic against Alcaraz. I'm not sure what's going on with Alcaraz right now against Medvedev, but according to my code, he's going to win. And then it's going to be very interesting because the codes for Djokovic and for Alcaraz are insane. But what do they have in common? 9-11. 9-11. If Alcaraz pulls off the win, he might be the one that gives Djokovic that 212th loss. Super Bowl 57 was on 2-12. And this is how coded and difficult it can be at times is Djokovic can either get his 24th Grand Slam or he can become 2-4 in Grand Slams this year. Tough. He's got a riddle to stay on 23 and a great riddle to get to 24. So I'm going to have to really pull out my highest level code. And if Alcaraz gets there, if it's Medvedev, I don't even know if they're playing now, then I'm all in on Djokovic. Oh, they're playing at 4 o'clock. Don't know the odds. Guessing Alcaraz is probably 1-3. It's first seed against third seed. So it's not a gimme for him. But I haven't looked into it. Right. So you want to know Shelton's first name? It is Ben, I think. Is it Ben? Benjamin? Born in 2002. So he's 20 years old as well. And if you keep watching my lives, which I'm sure you guys in the chat do, much love. I keep talking about Georgia, don't I? Georgia Guidestones, Prince George, George Bush, George Floyd. So Shelton was born in Atlanta, Georgia, where the Georgia Guidestones were erected. They came down 42 years after. Came down on George Bush Jr.'s 76th birthday on 7/6. 7 times 6 is 42. Mr. Man, did you watch my Taylor Swift video? She seems sweet and makes some sweet music. All right, keep listening to her then, mate. It's your choice. You have free will. Keep listening to Taylor Swift. Go for it. Your choice. Shelton Benjamin from WWE. Yeah, he was a phenomenal wrestler. He was in the tag team with Kurt Angle, wasn't he? I think. Both actually great wrestlers. Shelton, is that the name as well? I'd never watched this show. I maybe watched it 15 minutes, couldn't bear it. That's when I used to watch TV. The Big Bang Theory. Was there a character called Shelton? Or have I got his name wrong? Give me a woo if his name's Shelton. We know the Big Bang Theory is Satan. Okay? If you study the Bible, we know how the world was created. All right, in Genesis. Was it Shelton or Sheldon? Oh, it's Sheldon. Okay, see, I don't watch it. But so that's your Djokovic. So he's in the final. And again, people have to see past this now and stop saying, well, of course he is arguably the greatest tennis player in the world. He's 36 years old. He's up against this 20-year-old who's playing great and has the best serve probably in the world. How's Djokovic? Guys, I've said this before. Tennis. Yeah, I think it's Alcaraz Djokovic. I think Alcaraz will beat Medvedev. Just from my pre-code before the tournament began, that's what I said the final would be. Medvedev has all the Russia sinks with the war, but Alcaraz is all about 9/11, and he's got the royal family connections. So, what was I going to say? I forgot what I was going to say now. I'm good, Noel. I went to the gym earlier. I read a bit of the Bible. I'm going to go watch a soccer game, kid that I coach. Probably have a quiet evening, maybe go out for dinner. Oh, I want to say this. Thanks to everyone who bought a book today. I don't know if you all know, I'm doing 50% off all my books today because it's the anniversary of the Queen's death. So a lot of people purchased a book or books. Listen, I hope you enjoy them. So if you want to purchase a book for half price, do it. All right. Some of the books you can get for $3.50 or $5. It's peanuts, guys. It's not even a beer in England, is it? Let's be real. So, hey, Adam, YouTube banned me for no reason. I created another channel. Much love to you. Sorry, I don't know why YouTube are banning so many people. And I guess, I don't know. They often don't tell you, do they? They don't often give you reasons for why. Like, I get demonetized. They never actually tell me why. Is Odell Beckham talented, Adam, or is he acting? Well, I think he's talented. I ain't taking away all the talent of these celebrities. And yeah, they're talented. It's just, is it their talent? Is it their talent that they've earned, or is it being given to them? Do you talk with your clients or kids you train about the coding? Absolutely not. The school I was at when I was teaching English, they found out about my YouTube channel. I think a teacher said it. A math teacher mentioned my YouTube channel. Mr. Adam's got a YouTube channel. What's he talking about? Is it English? He's like, I think you probably better watch it. It's not about English. And then kids loved it. And then half the kids thought I was crazy. And now loads of kids say, I want to meet you, Mr. Adam. I want to learn about this. These are like 11th grade students. We're not talking like 5 or 6 year olds. This is 16, 17-year-olds who are open-minded, who have a mind of their own. They're like, would you meet, get a coffee? And I want to learn about this. It's crazy. I had a friend message me yesterday who said, to be honest, I give in, Adam. I'm on board with your work. I was like, whoa, 3 years later. I said, I appreciate that. Thank you. So more and more people are, because the work's so good, which it just is. I think people know now, for me, it's not just about predicting who's going to win and come to my website and this, that, and the other. It ain't about that. They're starting to go, whoa, yeah, it is very deep, this. It is all connected. Once you start realizing it's all connected, that's when you go, okay, maybe he's onto something, because it is all connected, and I've shown that. All right, let's go to... I'll tell you why I had Turkey to draw, which was a massive shock. Plus 450. Just simple. I looked at the league table. There's somebody on my website who asked me, maybe they're Turkish, I didn't ask. They said, can you look into that game? I think it's about war. And it was right before I was going to go to the gym. I was like, all right, I'm just going to look at the standings. If someone stands out to me, I'll leave a comment for him. So I looked at the standings. I was like, okay, draw. And I typed it. I said, Turkey draw the 3-1-1. And coronavirus was declared a global pandemic on 3/11/3/11. Armenia will be 2-1-1 with a draw, and Vatican City was founded on 2/11. And I knew that Djokovic was going to stay on 211 losses. So I was like, that's very possible. And I bet this is a parlay killer. I bet nearly everyone had Turkey at home to beat Armenia. Armenia was 9-1 to win and 9-2 to draw. I bet everyone took Turkey. They'd have took Turkey. They would have took Scotland. They would have took Portugal. They would have took Spain. And there's always that one team that lets you down when there's a host of favourites, which there often is in international football. There's usually pretty much, say there's 10 games going on, there's 7 big favourites. And then you get a couple of like, okay, Luxembourg are playing against Latvia, and they're like both the same odds. Stay away with it. Nobody touches that game. But then there'll be one team, let's say, for example, Belgium will play Bulgaria or something. Everybody will put Belgium in the parlay. Maybe they're 1-3. Belgium, they're going to crush it. They draw 2-2 with Bulgaria. I got 6 out of 7, but Belgium let me down. There's always one. We see it in the Premier League all the time. You're going to see the baseball is completely different. Baseball has the best value in all the sports. I've never seen anything like it. Nearly every day in baseball, all the teams are around even money. And then you might get a team minus 200. It's crazy. I've never seen a sport like it, where the odds are so similar. NFL, you can have teams who are like minus 600. You don't see that in baseball ever. Right. I'm going to briefly discuss, what time is it? The FIBA World Cup. All right. The FIBA World Cup. I said that USA were not going to win this because I saw the odds. Historically, USA are like minus 900 to win these tournaments. And I saw them at minus 154, which is almost even money. I was like, they ain't winning this. I'm not sure who's going to win, but it's not USA. And what just happened? Germany have just knocked out the USA. Germany. How? How on earth are Germany beating USA at basketball? NBA, there's no doubt it's the best league in the world. It's the elite for basketball players. It's where all the top European players want to go, like Djokovic, Luka, Giannis, whoever it may be. They want to be there. How is these amazing players from the NBA, Americans, losing to Germany, whose best player is Dennis Schroeder, who went through a ritual, by the way, with the Lakers and Boston Celtics and back to the Lakers. Look at the build of him, and I'm telling you, my arms are as big as his. Look at the build of Dennis Schroeder. Look at him. They can make anyone a star, Satan, I'm telling you. So Germany knocked out the US. Huge shock. 113, 111. 224 points. Russia invaded the Ukraine on 224. All right. Germany are now going to play Serbia in the final. They're exactly the same odds. I have to code that, to be honest. I'm leaning a team, but I have to look deeper. Now, this final between Germany and Serbia, how America are not there is honestly baffling. It's funny how they went out with 111 points and 9-11 leaves 111 days left in the year. Germany get 113. Coronavirus declared a pandemic. 11-3, 1-1-3. Now, Germany are going to meet Serbia in the final. Djokovic is not part of this team. If it was, Serbia would probably crush them, but he's not there. They've got some good players, though. I think Bogdanovic is Serbian, Jovic. But it's going to be the 92nd game of the tournament. And World War II ended on 9-2. Obviously, with Germany losing. I don't know if that's a bad sign for them, because there's also this for them. The Axis had control of Yugoslavia. Serbia was a part of Yugoslavia from 1941 to 1944. So maybe that benefits Germany, but then again, it's a 92nd game, and they lost World War II on 9-2. So I don't know if I can find many stats. I know that FIBA Basketball World Cup was founded 73 years ago, so I know that connects to the Queen, who was married for 73 years. So I think there'll be a third and fourth playoff. That'll be USA against Canada, which I think September the 10th. So it's crazy. Like earlier in the tournament as well, the US got beat. It was a huge shock. Lithuania beat them. Lithuania beat USA. How can you justify paying millions of dollars to these US players? All right, I think they've got Anthony Edwards, Mikal Bridges, they've got Brunson, who was amazing last year. Bobby Portis Jr., who's won the NBA Finals with the Bucks. I don't know who else they've got, but Anthony Edwards alone should be just crushing it. But no. So what a trap. I wonder how many people hammered the US thinking, oh, I'm going to take the US. It's like, this is why you got to study and be like, those odds scream they're not winning. But they didn't even get to the final. So BK2, I don't know one German basketball player. Again, other than Dennis Schroeder, I don't either. How comical is that? And I know a lot about all sports. German basketball team, no. There's a hurricane named Lee. They're getting more and more hurricanes. That's all biblical. All these natural disasters, more than ever, causing more destruction than ever. This is just God's wrath, in my opinion. Haaland should play basketball. I don't know. Just because you're tall doesn't make you a good basketball player, to be honest with you, because he's going to be up against tall players. And you just imagine Haaland to be banging it like that, wouldn't he? He don't have much class, Haaland. All right, I won't see him with the finesse with a shot. Well, could he dunk? Probably. So could Lukaku. But could they dunk over a 6'7" defender? Probably not. Probably not. Oh, by the way, did you see in the Rugby World Cup, the halftime score was 9-8 on 9-8, the anniversary of the Queen's death? I think it's France against New Zealand. Halftime, guys, on 9-8. The score was 9-8. I don't know if anyone saw that. I haven't posted it. What else was I going to break down? All right. What about Messi scored his 104th international goal the day the 104th NFL season began? Did you see that in my video? Those shorts, guys, it's really, really hard to put in all the information that I want to put in. But I also don't want to do like 7 of them. I wish they gave me 2 minutes. Like 1 minute to get your point across. It's tough. I do like a challenge, but it's tough. But Messi, again, it's a free kick. It's almost like a video game, the way he takes those free kicks. And do you know what they should do? Why don't they do this? Give me a woo if you agree with this. I know some of you may disagree. But why don't players or teams put players on the post? Messi at free kicks is world class. All right? If you give him a free kick from 25 yards, he's probably going to get it on target. Why don't they put players on the line? Or just even one? Like, the keeper always leaves almost like 2/3 of the goal open for him. It's the same with Ronaldo. Just put a player on post. Like, I've taken free kicks. All right, I've always been on penalty duties, every club I've been at. Not always free kicks. It's a different technique. But occasionally I say, let me have this, especially if I got taken down. Like, give me that. I'm taking this. And there's been times where I've taken a free kick and they've done that. They put players on the line. And for me as a free kick taker, my head goes. So I'm looking at the 2 players on the line and the keeper, and there's a wall in front of me. The only negative for defensive standpoint is it allows the attackers to come all the way into the goal line. But that makes it harder for me because that's even more people in my eye line. But they never do it. They have like 4 players in the wall. Most of them don't even jump anymore. And Messi just curves it round them. And then you just goal. Have a play online. Anyway, I'm not going to kick off. It's just, I know the game, guys. I took corners as well, yeah, because I ain't great at heading the ball. At least attacking a header. I'm good header of the ball. If it's a drill, you throw the ball up, head it. If it's like open header to score, really good. But actually to win a header under pressure, weakest part of my game. Unless I'm up against a really small player who doesn't have the ability to get much leverage. When it comes to like jumping up and winning a header, say for example, if the keeper, my goalie's pinged a 70-yard pass, I'm the striker, and I want to win the header, the flick on, I ain't winning it. That big centre half is going to bang me and smash the header. So I know that's one of my weaknesses. But what about United's centre half, Martinez? It's almost comical. All right, let me check his height. Because he looks tiny, but he might be bigger than I think. He can't be 6 foot. What is he? All right. Let me just check some. I need to check his height and feet. Because that guy never loses an header. And I think it's almost like mockery. Or it's like God saying, really, guys, you're just going to accept this? All right, let me see it. Not a chance. Wait, where is he? What's his name? Is it Martinez? See, I was a diehard Man United fan. I'm not even sure his name. Guys, is it Martinez? Because it's bringing up the goalkeeper. Martinez, defender. It's Lisandro. All right, let's have a look. Let's see what I'll tell you. He's 5'7". So I'm 5'11", guys. You've got Lisandro, thank you. You've got this 5'7" centre half. All right. And he wins every header. He wins every header. How do you explain that? How can his jump? What, his timing's so good. 5'7". It's like when they had Casillas and made him the best goalkeeper in the world. Of course, he was taller than 5'7", but he shouldn't be winning those headers. You should be able to put a tall player on Martinez, have him just tie him up, put the ball in, But Martinez, he wins every header. He's better in the air than Maguire, and that's Maguire's best trait. He don't lose an header. I think he's lost less aerial duels than any player in the Premier League. He's 5'7". He nudges a lot. We all do. If you want to win an header, there's nudging going on. So cheers for the woos, baby. So you're 5'10", but I jump high like Ja Morant, so that helps win headers. All right, fair enough, but even 5'7" to 5'10", and you're not playing in the Premier League. Do you know what I mean? I know, I get it. There's small people, they have a decent leap. Absolutely. But think about that Ronaldo leap. He jumped higher than any other NBA player, any NBA player's ever jumped. When he scored that header, Ronaldo, and he was almost like he was flying. Do you remember that header? Give me a woo if you remember the header. I think it might have been against Sampdoria. He was about 8 foot in the air, and he's jumped and headed it. That's demonic stuff, and it's the same with that Martinez. And why they're all bleaching their hair blonde? Martinez's hair's blonde. Mason Mount, his hair's blonde. Anthony, his hair's blonde. They all go to Man United, recent signings, and they all think, you know what, I'll bleach my hair blonde. They all look awful. And again, like, I think Rashford did his hair blonde. That looked horrific. Why don't people ask this? Like, in all reality, like, all right, they signed for Man United, and now they've all got blonde hair. Why? It's not like they've all, like, had an haircut. Because, all right, signed for a club, all right, want to be presentable. I get it. But bleach your hair blonde? I don't get the logic. What about when Jorginho bleached his hair blonde? And then he was like, he won all those awards? It's like, are you joking? Jorginho scored a few penalties, played a few sideways passes. And they were saying he was like one of the best players in the world. You've got to laugh. Yeah, the Romania 98 World Cup squad, they all bleached their hair blonde. Romania is the home of Transylvania. Vampires. I think that's when Phil Neville cost England. Was that when Phil Neville gave a penalty away? How was he in an England squad? And his brother. Adding my dad's bets 5 out of 6 games and rages when a championship team. There's the average normie, for whatever reason. This is something I will admit without shame. I do all this work and my hit rates are great, and I often reveal the script, like from start to finish, before it even begins. That's what I take pride in. But there's so many normies, if you want to call them that. I don't know a better word. They do a 5-team parlay and they get 4 out of 5. They hit 80%. And there's always one that costs them. And there might be people saying, well, what's the point in learning this knowledge if I can just do a 5-team parlay and get 80%? But you keep losing money. And you're not learning anything. You're just going there and guessing and complaining when you lose. You're not taking anything away from it. Much love, Joseph. Hope you're well, brother. Guys, if you're new to my channel, please subscribe to Joseph Aquaviva2222 if you like what I do, baby. If you're new to my channel. Although I don't seem to get new subs these days, so maybe you're not. Yeah, that's a good one, Garnacho, who so desperately wants to be Ronaldo. I'm not sure how you can be Argentinian and play with Messi and then say Ronaldo's your hero. I'm not sure how that works. But Garnacho, who's a blatant female as well. Very weird looking Garnacho. Looks like something from a horror movie. Again, not a very good footballer. Man United's squad, guys, is weak. And what about Varane? Varane was like the best centre-half in the world and then is bang average at Man United. Like when he was at Real Madrid, he's probably the best centre-half in the world. Oh, that's how they portrayed him to be. Like Varane at Real Madrid, he won everything. He won absolutely everything at Real Madrid. Pretty much every final he got to, he would win. He won a lot with France. Man United is bang average. Like the whole squad is. Yeah, he's number 17. Just like Ronaldo was 17 for Portugal when he began his career. Garnacho will end up being number 7. It's blatantly obvious. Not sure what's going on with Sancho. The only thing I can think is either not playing along or he's gone to Saudi Arabia. Do you know what I mean? It's one of them. Either he's gone to Saudi Arabia or he's no longer playing on with these satanic games because they're embarrassing him. They're embarrassing Sancho. They're embarrassing Anthony. Like, it's supposed to be beating up all these women. They're all finding it out now. Not before they signed him. It's like, this is what Satan can do. He can build you up. All right, you can sign for Man United, be their record signing. But just know, as soon as you go against what we want, we can ruin you. And it's what they're doing with Anthony now. They can ruin a career. Satan can ruin a career. He has influence in this world. In the world of entertainment, Satan is at the top of it. He is. And I think if you don't play along, I think certain celebrities and athletes, they get to a point where I can't do it anymore. I can't. And then they disappear. I think that's what's happened with Hazard. So Eden Hazard, one of the best players in the world for a couple of years, easily. Unbelievable player. And he goes to Real Madrid and he just got absolutely annihilated. And now he's just retired, young. He said, you know what? I just want to have a few beers. I want to just live my life and enjoy it. I'm not having that. To be a pro footballer, your whole life's been about being a footballer and getting there and getting to the highest level. I'm not having this whole, you know what? I want to retire and just enjoy my life. You would easily play until you had no choice. All right, he could have got, again, he's going to be lauded. People, clearly he's not about the money. He could have gone to Saudi Arabia and all of that. Eden Hazard, I just think he said, I'm not doing this now. All right, I've done what I did. He's got to live with whatever he's done. Because if you're Hazard, remember his brother plays for Belgium as well. It's an absolute joke when you see siblings playing in the same international team. How hard it is just to be a pro athlete, to represent your country with your brother. The odds of it are just, I've done a video of it, the odds are astronomical. To be a pro, but to be a pro with your brother and to play on the same team as your brother, like the Neville brothers, for example, and to play for the country like the Neville brothers did, and to be so awful at the same time. Something's not quite right with it all. Garnacho will have a big season. I don't think he will. Maybe next year, he won't this year. Man United ain't doing anything this year. Welcome to my life, BK2. It's 40 degrees here. But I know in the UK, you don't have air conditioner. It absolutely makes no sense to have air conditioner. So, yeah, was there anything else that I was going to point out? I've done the Djokovic. I've done the basketball FIBA. All right, Ben Shelton is now 10-4 in majors wearing white and blue. The day after the 104th NFL season started with the Lions wearing white and blue. And Messi scored his 104th international goal, Argentina wearing white and blue. Wow. 10 is the fourth fib as well. Oh, is it the fourth triangular number? The 104, 10 connects to 4. That's why there was 4 touchdowns in the NFL game. So you got Ronaldo won 1-0-10, Messi won 1-0-10, Verstappen won his 10th straight race. Djokovic has just got to his 10th US Open final. Satan, guys. Yeah, I said Bruno Fernandes, look out for him to score today because it's his birthday. He scored. And much love, I think his name's Josh. He messaged me on Instagram. I didn't respond, and I'm going to tell him why now if you're watching. He said, Illusion, I saw your post about Bruno with the 29 and the 10. I've bet on the game to finish 1-0. All right? And it was 7-2, plus 350 for those Americans. And he messaged me and said, should I cash about after 70 minutes? He said, should I cover? And I messaged my mate Thomas Lockwood. I said, should I give him advice? He said, no, it's not your job to give advice. And he's going to keep asking you. So I didn't respond because I had no right. I didn't have to respond. And they won 1-0. And Bruno scored on his 29th birthday, the 10th prime. So this guy who's been Josh, I've never spoken to this guy. I just know his name's Josh. He's paid attention to my work because I said if a team score after 29 minutes or if there's a 29 riddle and the team goes up 1-0, then take the 1-0 in play. You'll still get really good value. He did it. And as far as I'm aware, he didn't cash out or he didn't cover. So this is the gift of the code by seeing that. But Bruno, he scored on his birthday because I know the Queen died on Bruno's birthday. Bruno has that 8 tattoo, which is the snake eating itself. And he's the captain of the Red Devils. And it finished 1-0, like, again, Satan, 10. Say 10. Man United, the Red Devils head coach, Erik ten Hag. Still one of my favourite predictions, 40-1. That Ten Hag would become United coach a year before he did. That was crazy. So I covered that. I think that's it. Yeah, that game starts in 20 minutes, so I'm going to have to go. And Djokovic, the last time he lost back-to-back Grand Slams was in 2013, which is the year Francis became the Pope. And you know who he lost to twice? Rafael Nadal. Now Nadal's Spanish, just like Alcaraz. So I'm almost certain Alcaraz is going to win today. He's 1-1 right now with Medvedev. It's looking like Alcaraz is going to get there and is probably going to beat Djokovic. I'm going to have to really code it. But back-to-back, that's 10 years ago. Wow. 10 years after he lost back-to-back finals, he can do it again in his 10th US Open final. It looks like Alcaraz is going to win right now. And he's probably going to beat Djokovic. He's going to be not good value, he'll be plus 150. All right, guys, on my website, I'll code that game. I'm pretty confident. Yeah, X is 10 in Roman numerals, which connects with what's going on with Twitter. Why CM Punk is all over the headlines with him getting fired by AEW and why he put the X on his World Championship belt. And recently we had Eubank Jr. who won in the 10th round as well the day before, or 2 days before Verstappen won the F1. 10th straight race. Going to be 11th, by the way. And he's going to get his 13th win. I'll post that. What day is it today? Friday? Oh, I don't have to post it today. Post it tomorrow, the F1. It's going to be him again. Because it's biblical, Verstappen. All of his numbers are biblical. And that's the bottom line, because the illusion says so. Baby, no doubt about it, that his whole career has been connected to the book of Revelation. Which is quite simply baffling. All right, I'm going to go. Hope the kid does well. Hope he bangs a goal. And if not, as long as he plays well, I'm all right with that. But I've got to go undercover. I've got to be stood where he can't see me because he's nervous when I watch him play, which he needs to get over. He has to deal with that if he wants to go to the next level. So today I can buy your Trump book for $5.50. Yes, Philip, doing that deal for people. It's just for today because I said if it wasn't for the Queen's death, I wouldn't have 6 books. It was her death why I wrote the book about her. And then I did the Kobe book prior to that, but I was only ever planning on doing the Kobe book. Now I did one about the Queen. And then I did one about the World Cup. I've got one about Trump. And so, yeah. What number did I wear in football? 11. Always wore 11. Recently, I played in a football tournament. They gave me number 9, but that was just like 7 versus 7. And somebody already took the 11. But my whole... Oh, cheers, Jimmy. Get yourself an orange juice. I'll do it. I'll do that after the game. See, going to watch this game, I enjoy it. You know what I mean? It's kids out there. They're decent players, and they're just working their ass off. There's no TVs there. There's no gambling on it. They're just playing pure passion, fighting for every ball, and I still like watching youth football. Jesus had 3 wise men at birth and rose 3 days after his death. Amen. Yep. X marks the spot. Yeah. Take care, Joseph. God bless you. Again, guys, sub to Joseph's channel if you haven't already, but I'm pretty sure you all already have. Adam, are you a poacher because of your age? No. I've never been that poacher. I score all types of goals. I'm not a guy who hangs around the 18-yard box for tap-ins. I can do it if that's what my coach wants, but no, I'm a guy who gets it and I drive forward. I beat a player and I'll finish. I'm not a fox in the box. That's not the striker I am. I can do it, but it's not how I play. I don't enjoy doing that either. Robbie's calling me guapo. That's what my girlfriend calls me. It means handsome. Right. Cheers. I appreciate that, Jimmy Reach, that orange juice. It's going to extra ice cubes, baby. Extra ice cubes. Thank you for that. All right. God bless you all. If anybody's wanting those books, let me please send you them when I'm back from the game. I don't want to be late. Or if you want to send it right now, I'll be around 2 or 3 minutes and I'll send you the book. If you want to email me now, I'll send you the book. If you don't have the money, I'll trust you to give me it whenever you have it. I trust you. Simple as that. So, yeah, either message me now or I'll send you it when I'm back from this game. All right? Take care. You're going to buy my Trump book today. Cheers, Philip. Again, there's no rush, but I'll get you out. It's a brilliant book, mate. And the more we get to 2025, the more you're going to see how relevant this book is. Trust me. All right. Take care. God bless you all. Can you ping that like button before I go? It's telling me I have 24. Let's get me up to 30. 39 in the live. We're on 25 now. Ronaldo's birthday. Neymar's birthday. I've told you all of this. Ronaldo was born exactly 7 years before Neymar. Write that one down. CR7 was born 7 years exact before Neymar, which is just, I don't know what the chances of that are. Do you know what I mean? Ping it up, Avengers, baby. Token, what a coder. Amazing coder. I ain't playing. I'm watching. I need to start playing a bit more again. I'm watching the kid that I coach. He's playing in the All-Star game. The best kids where I live. So I'm going to go support him because I coach him. And Joseph, you don't have to keep doing that. I appreciate you a lot, mate. The Trump book is amazing. I'm reading it now. Oh, Joseph, you've given me chills to hear you say that. I appreciate it. So I wanted Joseph to read my book because I know how gifted he is and how good he is at coding. I thought he's going to appreciate this. And Donald Trump's numbers are remarkable, as are everything he has for Obama. They're super connected. That's why Trump took over from him. They are super connected to the end times, both of them. Like, undeniably. I'm sure Joseph, you should write a book about Obama with everything you have on him. Just do a book. I'll promote it for you. I would read it and buy it. All right. I'll let you know how he does. I'll let you know how the kid does whenever I go live, probably tomorrow. I better go. It's 4:45 and it's about 10 minutes away. I know, BK2, I got to go. I promised the dad that I'd go watch. Do I play like a coach? I'm very similar to Hazard. And people used to say I played like Thierry Henry. I'll try and get a video of me, guys. I've got to do it for you to make your own judgments. I'm a striker who would always drift out to the left side. I'd pick it up on the left side. I'd cut in. I'd do my moves. I'd play a little give and go, and I'd score. That was my game. Like Thierry Henry, go out. Obviously, I'm not comparing myself with him. Different level he is, obviously. But the style of play, I'm like him. Or Hazard, I would drift out to the left. I'd cut in. I'm not really like JJ Okocha. I wouldn't just do tricks for the sake of it, like he did, although he was amazing. But I scored loads of goals when I played football. Okocha barely ever scored, did he? But what a player to watch. Freestyler. All right. Cheers, guys. Thank you. God bless you all. Take care. I'll speak to you all soon. Cheers.